If I could get it right, that's the time. Five oh 5:03 a.m. I got a decent amount of rest, so it ain't that serious. But yeah. As I said, there's many topics, and Lord willing, I could stay on track. And not veer too far off. I don't have a layout, so I don't know exactly how. Let me think. So, as we know, confusion is very prevalent. It's nothing new, but it's everywhere. How can I tell? Because I gotta think about, I could just be careless and spew words out, but I actually have consideration, honestly. And one of my concerns is throwing people off in the sense to where it seems like I don't respect them, because I do. Though I talk hard sometimes, it's really passion and concern for the masses at hand. But we know we can't save everybody. And we can't solve every problem. But one of the major problems is confusion that's being pushed onto us. I've noticed how we destroy each other in the simplest ways, usually because of what is pushed onto us. I see how we rarely ever question the origin of things we follow. Okay, I got yeah. But so for instance, women empowerment. It seems the modern woman don't know she has power in her. It's another word that I would like to use. Not to be cliche but like she's precious in her own way. But those who rule this, I'm talking spiritual, make her think that she has to compare herself to a man. So is it a coincidence that the only one who glorifies that is another female? Because they've been conditioned to the same thing, that they have no power. The system spews out words like women empowerment. So then she would think in herself, dang, they do treat me like I'm less than. Which you are the lesser vessel. You're not as strong as a man. But you have strengths that men don't have. It's simple. My point is the confusion definitions, things like love and care. Nowadays, love is bowing down to a person, flattering them, making them feel awesome. The minute you say no, you hate them. The minute you go to correct something, you hate them. It's like we destroy ourselves in the simplest ways. Dysfunction. So I will read a chapter out of the scriptures, because I came up with a term. I've never heard it, but it makes sense. Called the spirit of absorption. Especially in America. Let me see, I just lost the page. How we are conditioned. A lot of us don't want to. We haven't fallen in line, but we do what we can. It's not a fear of falling behind. To veer off, do you fear not being anything in this system more than you do falling away from the Most High? Because the spirit of absorption, like, we are conditioned to scramble all day, every day. It's spirits out here, clearly. Right inside of people. And they absorb actual people's energy. I asked the question when I posted a video. I'm like, what are we feeding when we consume things? Take out actual, like, table food. I'm talking like interest. Like, what are we feeding? Because we actually feel fulfilled for a second. Most people don't last. Like, especially in America. Which is why I personally call it the land of consumption. Because, like, out here, we are spiritually fat. Like, obese. What do I mean? Somebody who is, I compared an obese man to an Ethiopian, let's say. Ethiopian, they get a little handful of rice. They are happy. That will hold them longer than a fat man who's just eaten 5 plates. He's still hungry. This is how it is out here, the land of consumption. So the spirit of absorption is like constantly needing to be fed. So if you somebody, I'm not perfect, but someone like myself, I don't need much. Not because of me, but I've been given a mind that can, like, I don't need a lot of materials to be satisfied. I enjoy things, of course, but the average person who's been conditioned, and I've been there, so I'm not talking down or nothing, but the average citizen who hasn't, like, realized the plot at hand, they are still consuming and consuming, not knowing that the more we eat, the more we're gonna want. the more hungry we are, we become a fat person. Respectfully. I'm talking spiritually. Like, we just ate 5 plates. We still hungry. You just did everything on your wish list, but you want more. And this distracts us from the simple ways that we're destroying each other by being so disconnected. I don't want to give too much information, but more of the story, like, I would like to have children and teach someone and things like that, but I'm not going to hold my breath, because there's modern men as well, but the modern woman is not thinking like that. Marriage, she wants to consume and be fed plates all day, every day. The minute that pauses, it's like, ever hungry. Anyway, so I'm in Daniel 7:25. I'm gonna just read that verse. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times. So the main thing there is wearing out the saints of the Most High, the spirit of absorption. Like, how do a person get worn out? Their energy is being absorbed. According to the laws of thermodynamics, energy does not you can't get rid of energy. It only transfers. So that's why I asked, what are we feeding? Where does that energy go? If we not eating table food, we eating things that we enjoy, let's say. It has to go somewhere. Energy, it don't die. Energy is transferred. So if we, a people person, let's say, bro, spiritual warfare. Oh, alright, let me put it this way. I'm considered an introvert. There's extroverts out here. I'm introverted. So, being extra social for too long for me is draining. It's like, alright, what are we talking about at this point? I've said 1,000 words. I usually only say 500 a day, let's say. You got me up to 1,000 words. Like, I'm drained now, kind of. I need to go recharge. They are being charged by us conversing about anything, whether it's beneficial or not. That's charging them. So basically, they're absorbing my energy, which could be a good thing, because it could be a good conversation that's beneficial. You get what I'm saying? So, nevertheless, energy, it only transfers. So, when it comes to the masses, and we're doing things detrimental, who is being fed that energy? Like New Year's. You got millions of people saying, Happy New Year to the air. That's a lot of energy being pushed out at once. We got to eat table food in order for our body to have energy. Now, it gives our body energy, and we walk around, we do work, etc. We lose that energy again. So that just went somewhere. And it seems, being that things are getting worse, as the scriptures say, that we're feeding the negative. Especially that we're so disconnected. It says, wear out the saints of the Most High. So that's their attempt. So if it skipped, my fault. Nothing I could do about that. Nevertheless, the whole moral of the story, as if I'm about to be done, don't let the enemy stop you. Because he's not almighty as God is, of course. But, as I've said, so many people seem to be spiritual these days. They claim to be. They might believe they are. They just might be. That being said, we seem to always bypass, often at least, not always, but more often than not, we bypass the fact that Satan was in heaven next to God. Right? My bad. Anyway, so he was in heaven next to God. When he was cast down, he didn't lose his powers. Point being, we have ancient spirits in modern times. Being that they're in the modern times with us, they know ancient things and modern things. So if it wasn't for God, there would be no way, no chance of us overcoming them. As stated, there's a huge reason why there's so many distractions, etc. out here. They're dividing the people. Because as they say, there's power in numbers. So if there's more people praying together, depending on the circumstance, but there's a great chance that that will be heard. As stated, when Cain killed Abel, the Lord said he hear him crying from the ground. The scriptures states many times that he hears the cries of those who serve him. So imagine if several are doing that at once, like the masses do on New Year's. It's like that would be in like a text message, bro. Alert pops up. We claim to be servants of Christ, right? We find ourselves in more debates than Satanists. I don't ever hear any Satanists argue with each other on which way to go. What is the correct way? They're on one accord, whether they're amongst each other or not. I never hear them argue. Prove me wrong right there.